What's up, everybody? We're going to do some Summoner's War Lost Centuria. Today we're going to talk about the mission office. In the mission office, this is where we're going to get all the gear that we're going to equip our monsters with. Now, some of you may look at this just real quickly and be kind of confused on what you're trying to do here, but I'm going to do my best to explain what we have going on. Right now I'm going to collect what I've already done, and then we will start a fresh set of missions. Now, with the mission office, there's going to be 3 different color categories you can pick from. There's just going to be this white or gray, whichever you may prefer, as a normal mission. There's going to be the green as a rare mission, and there's going to be a purple. Let's see if we can get one. The purple is about the best we can get. It's going to provide the most amount of rewards that we're going to want to use. Let's see if we can try to get one here. We can spend coins. We got 2 greens. That's okay. So I'm gonna always do the highest missions first because they're going to require the most amount of monsters. And we can only use the monsters that we have for the mission office one time. So if we click on this one, it's going to bring up this screen here with the success rate. Right now we're at 0. So what I'd like to do is click on what's needed. This is what the enemy's weaknesses are that we're going to need for this mission. So if we click on one of them, it's going to show us the monsters that we have that fulfill that requirement. Now currently we have one that fulfills that requirement. It's highlighted here. Not only does it fill that requirement, it fills the one next to it as well. So that's going to bring our success rate up to 37. So we'll unclick that, click on the next one. We're going to try to find a broken defense shield with a fire monster. I don't have one, so we'll just do our next highest, which does have a shield break. Now we're up to 82%. We can unclick this, and the last thing we might want to just throw in there to make this 100% is a fire monster. So we'll just go with him because he's got our success rate's up to 100. We'll click OK. This mission will take 4 hours on auto, and then on success we'll get 242 of the potions we need, and we'll get some random normal free gear if we complete this mission. We got 100% success rate right now, so I'm good with that. We'll go back, we'll try another one. But now those monsters we used for the last one are gone, so we won't be able to use those again. But that's okay, because usually it'll vary them up. So right now we're going to click on this and look for something that has either a water monster or a fire monster to fill 2 requirements at once, which will bring our success rate up a lot. We have one here, it's fire. So it'll check off 2 boxes for us. We can unclick it. Let's try for a stun in a water. We have a stun in a water right here. Success rate is at 97. Now I feel pretty good about that just with the 2 monsters. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK at 97%. If we get it, we'll get 222 of these potions and some random rare equipment that we can use. Now, these ones will get easier because they're just normal. So we'll just click on one, and we can basically, if we can even cover a couple of these at once, we're already at 81%. So let's see if we can find one more that fills these requirements. We're at 100 with just 2. So we'll hit OK. Now keep in mind, when it comes, this is why I said I'd like to do the higher missions first. When it comes to the purple quests, once we get one, let me see if I can roll one here for you guys. They are going to get a lot more difficult to, that's a lot of gems. We got another green, so we'll go with this. See, this is going to be a lot more difficult now because I've already used some of my monsters. Luckily, we can check off 2 different categories here with this one. We're at 49. We need a bomb and a water. Now, I know right now that there is no bomb planting monster that is in a water faction, no matter how many creatures you have. So this is why this is going to get a little bit more difficult sometimes. So we're going to click the highest attack power, battle power one that I have, which will bring us up to 97, and then we'll just throw in a water just to make it 100. So basically that's your mission office. When these are completed, it's going to give us the rewards specified, and we're going to be able to use those to rank up our monsters. So that's just our general gist of the mission office right now. When we are done with the mission, we can hop up into the craft building here, and right now I don't have enough potions, or mystical dust, sorry. I have 936. I like to craft on the highest level possible and only 10 at a time. But I need 1,000 to craft that, so I can't right now. But once you do so, you'll hit this craft button here, and it will come up with 10 new shards. We're going to look for oranges or golds, whatever you may call them, and we will use those almost the most important part of the game for building our characters. We will use those here in the monsters kit. With, you know, we could change this. Maybe this one has a better stat on it. We don't know. We can use these ones to level up other ones. We'll get into that in another video. But basically, that's the breakdown of the mission office for Lost Centuria. Thanks for tuning in, guys.